introduce me. I'm Kate Kheel, Maryland Smart Meter Awareness originally, and now whatis5g.info, the website. And I want to speak just shortly, and because a lot has been said about the health effects of 5G, but I wanted to clarify that 5G, these small cells, are being implemented primarily to be the backbone infrastructure for the Internet of Things. And they're being put in place, the telecom industry is saying, to give us faster data speed, but in fact, they're a power grab for real estate, wireless real estate, to house the Internet of Things. So what is exactly the Internet of Things? The Internet of Things is where every single thing will be connected wirelessly to the Internet. So in addition to the wireless radiation from 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G, we're going to be, and Wi-Fi, and microwave ovens, and cell phones, we're going to be adding to that. Every single thing that can possibly be connected to the Internet will be connected. We're going to be connecting clothing, baby diapers, pacifiers, rectal thermometers. Yeah. We're connecting everything that can possibly be connected. Those are the words of Chair Tom Wheeler when he announced the move to 5G. We will connect every single object that can possibly be connected to the Internet wirelessly. This will add a huge, huge boatload of radiation to our homes and communities. In addition, the Internet of Things will include sensors peppered throughout our cities, also spewing wireless radiation. It will include robots, companion robots for babies. Our babies need to be taken care of, you know. And it will include caretakers for our elderly, so they, as a repository for their beautiful memories and a life of wisdom gleaned, to be dumped into a robot. It will include virtual reality. Our reality isn't good enough. The ocean, the sunsets, nature, each other's love and eyes, not good enough. We need virtual reality. It will include augmented reality, where it will include implants into our biology, so that we are actually interfacing. Kurzweil, I believe it was, who said, we will be extinct. Human beings will be extinct if we don't integrate with technology. So that's the plan of the Internet of Things, and in order to implement this, include driverless cars. In order to implement this, we quote unquote need 5G. The health effects have been amply discussed already. Environmental effects have been alluded to. With the increase of radiation from 5G and the Internet of Things, animals also will be adversely impacted. Not mentioned yet is cybersecurity. Every Internet-connected thing, device, appliance, sensor, machine, robot, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and microchipped humans, forgot to mention that, microchipped humans and animals. Yes, in Wisconsin, it's the first company to offer microchipping to its employees, just recently. Collecting boatloads of our personal data that will be shared with marketers, government, and law enforcement. I'm sorry, that's for the privacy. As a matter of fact, privacy may be, the collection of our personal data may be the driving force behind the entire 5G and Internet of Things. Cybersecurity. The estimates I've heard range from $6 to $11 trillion for the cost of trying to secure the ever-changing and impossible to secure Internet of Things. Energy consumption. The footprint from the energy needed to produce and run all these wireless IoT products and platforms will likely exceed the hoped for and hyped about energy-saving technologies the IoT promises. There are data collection, data centers, to produce the microchips and semiconductors for all these IoT products, to the planned obsolescence, plus the fact that we cannot update or patch all these internet-connected things, will produce all these IoT things will use an extraordinary amount of energy. Conflict minerals. Conflict minerals are minerals that we use in our devices that come primarily from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And these conflict minerals, in the last 20 years, our technology has caused the death of 5 to 6 million Congolese people, close to the same number of 6 million Jews as killed in the Holocaust. To support the tech industry around the world. No, I don't know if it's around the world or in our country, but we have caused our tech industry the death of 5 to 6 million Congolese people, including the rape and of women, hundreds of thousands, and including child slave labor. What's going to happen with the e-waste? We're currently, as of 2015, dumping 416,000 cell phones a day in this country alone. When we add every single interconnected thing to the amount of e-waste that we're going to generate, it's going to be devastating for the earth and for the communities where our stuff is shipped illegally to be dismantled by poor communities in Africa and Asia. Children are exposed to this stuff as they're dismantling by hand in very primitive ways our technology, which of course is filled with tons of toxins. Effects on our brains and humanity. Another way the Internet of Things and technology will impact us. With suicide rates, depression, anxiety, autism, and ADHD now reaching epidemic proportions due to both the radiation exposure and excessive screen time use. We're going to literally destroy our children's humanity. Ethics. There's plenty of ethics issues to be concerned. Right now they're discussing with the Internet of Things, should robots be allowed to decide who should die in a war or in a crime situation? Should we give a robot that choice? There are many, many other dilemmas with driverless cars. Who's programming the algorithms to decide who's going to die? The child who's in front of you, or you and your child in the car? Who makes those decisions in the algorithms? They have to consciously program the algorithms with ethical choices. Who's doing that? It's going to be, predictions are as high as 50% job loss due to the Internet of Things, and a decline in property value with, obviously, who wants a cell tower in front, who wants to buy a home with a cell tower right in front of it. I invite everybody to consider 3 words from a prayer that's said after eating in the Jewish tradition. The 3 words are ve'achalta, ve'savata, uverachta, which means, and you shall eat, and you shall be satiated, and you shall bless. Eat means not just food, but consume happenings, consume relationships, consume experiences. You shall consume these experiences. You shall be satiated. That sweet point of satiation where enough is enough. And I think everyone here completely agrees that we're beyond that sweet point of satiation. We've lost it. And the Internet of Things is going to give us emotional, spiritual, and physical indigestion. We don't want it. We don't need it. We need to redefine what progress is. Progress is not more, faster, bigger, new. It's kinder, more abiding, deeper, more fulfilling. That is the definition of true progress. We need to know that there are safer alternatives with fiber. Fiber is faster, safer, consumes about 23 times less energy than wireless, and is far more cyber secure than wireless. If we can shift to using the bulk of our communications with fiber, that's going to help, that will reduce the need for cell towers. We need to demand safe technology. Finally, I will say one last thing, if I find it. We don't want 24/7 connection to the internet. We want to connect to ourselves, to each other, and to the earth. We don't want the distraction of tech from interfacing with our world. We want to touch, to smell, and feel the earth by natural means. Give us back our days, give us back our lives, and keep your promises of tech utopia far away from us. It's not faster data you're offering. Well, skip that. Finally, I'm going to end with something my sister Marty, who passed away, said. She said, when you're standing at the edge of a cliff, progress is walking backwards. And I may add, progress can be also steering a different path forward.